Welcome back to Sci-Fi for Everyone, the channel where we boldly go into every corner of the galaxy and occasionally get into arguments with sentient starships about whose playlist is better. Spoiler, it's always mine. Today we're diving into Gareth L. Powell's Embers of War trilogy, which is basically what you'd get if Firefly, Ian M. Banks, and Guardians of the Galaxy had a three-way, raised the kid together, and gave it a British sense of humor. And somehow it just works. So, what's the setup? Well, imagine this. You've got a sentient warship called Trouble Dog, because of course that's the most British warship name ever, who's basically on a guilt trip about a brutal war. Like, oh no, I blew up way too many people. Time to go do humanitarian missions to atone for my sins. Basically, space therapy, but with lasers. Now, Trouble Dog ends up working with a ragtag crew of misfits because space law clearly states that every sci fi adventure must have a ragtag crew. They get tangled up in mysteries, political messes, and one very angry alien artifact that makes a Dyson sphere looks like IKEA flatpack furniture. Powell pulls off something magical here. He gives us proper big ideas, science fiction, wars, alien civilizations, the ethics of AI, but he mixes it with fast-paced, page-turning adventure. You're never stuck in 3 pages of technical specs about quantum subspace harmonics or whatever. No, it's starship chases, witty banter, and emotional gut punches. Also, and this is a big one for me, the characters feel like actual people. They make mistakes, they crack jokes at inappropriate times, they get grumpy when things explode, which, to be fair, is often. Let's be honest, the real main character isn't human at all. It's Trouble Dog, our morally conflicted murder machine. She's sarcastic, moody, noble, and occasionally just done with everyone's nonsense. Like Marvin the paranoid android, if Marvin could level a city block. Honestly, I'd watch an entire spin off sitcom where Trouble Dog just complains about humans leaving crumbs in her engine room. Underneath all the explosions and space battles, this trilogy actually hits some surprisingly deep notes. It's about redemption, about living with the scars of war, about how violence can echo long after the last shot is fired, and about how sometimes the best way forward isn't with bigger guns, it's with empathy. Of course, Powell still gives us the bigger guns too, because let's face it, we're all here for a bit of pew 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 as well. So, should you read the Embers of War trilogy? Yes, 1,000 times yes. If you like your space opera with heart, humour, and just the right amount of British sarcasm, this is your next binge. It's smart without being pretentious, fast without being shallow, and fun without being silly. Basically, it's proof that science fiction can still blow your mind while making you laugh, cry, and cheer for a spaceship with trust issues. So that's it for today's review. Smash that like button like it's a malfunctioning hyperdrive. Subscribe for more sci fi goodness and tell me in the comments if you were a sentient warship, what would your name be? I'll see you next time. Until then, keep reading, keep imagining, and remember, even spaceships need therapy.